Students enrolled in the speech communications class at the Kendall campus prepared for their final exam in a different way. They did it by leaving the classroom and going into the jungle.
Everyone's attention. We're about ready to start. The jungle is now open.
Actually, the jungle was just the theme to the Interactive Poster Speaking Festival, spearheaded by Professors James Wolfe and Marie Nepper. A project requiring students to create a graphic poster board presentation based on the curriculum they learned during the semester. The students then had to stand by their posters to talk and teach others about those lessons learned.
Our project mainly was on the 6 steps to communicating in a group discussion and having a successful communication.
I learned that this group over there has a dollar bill out, but that's only to attract customers. You never get the dollar. But I learned some things about giving a speech. In terms of, one of my problems has always been eye contact. And the problems with lack of eye contact, and this young lady here gave me some suggestions on how to get around that. Because when I look at people's eyes, I get distracted. You know, she said to look at your nose. That way I can, way I can stay focused and I don't have to look in your eyes and get distracted.
Our poster was about the chief's hut. Our problem was problem solving in a chief's manner through the tribes. And me and JC worked on it all night yesterday. We didn't think we were going to have the great approval that we actually did from the audience. I mean, people were interacting with the dollar. We had a dollar hanging from the thing, which got people to come. JC was very good with the dollar.
I kept on going up to people and putting them in their face. It was funny. I have no shame. I'm a theater major, so I'm used to doing stuff like that all the time.
One of the things that is so refreshing about the Poster Speaking Festival is that the students get to go outside of the classroom in order to learn.
But despite the obvious enthusiasm at the festival, we're told this wasn't the initial reaction expressed when the project was first presented.
Well, to be honest with you, at first, I really wasn't sold on the idea, and I did it mostly because Professor James Wolfe is a dear colleague of mine, and I used the textbook that he and my other dear colleague, Paulette Dale, wrote. However, I have to tell you that after the first time that I participated in this, I was sold. And what really sold me was the enthusiasm of the students. Seeing students who had performed well during the semester just taking off, and some other students who perhaps had not achieved all they could have, really achieving amazing things with this kind of format for their presentations.
Actually, I thought it was going to be kind of childish. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm in college. But I actually got a lot out of it. I mean, you go around and you think, oh, it's going to be boring, the same thing. But everyone has a different feel of doing, things a different way. So that makes it, different and more interesting.
Professor Wolfe tells us he was inspired to do this project in order to give students a practical approach to public speaking and interpersonal communication. He also tells us that students of every major could grow in their communication skills when they train themselves to discuss their ideas with others outside of their normal settings.
My vision is that this should grow to become a campus event that's really speaking across the curriculum, where students have the opportunity, regardless of their major or their academic discipline, to experience one-on-one interpersonal communication. I would like to see this become a center at Miami-Dade, a Center for Interactive Poster Speaking, in which professors from various disciplines could have students prepare posters based on that discipline and have it in a central location on campus where anyone could walk by and get information about that academic area and promote speaking across the campus. Because let's face it,